This is number 4, negative exponents we're going to be talking about. We're going to continue that discussion on negative exponents. All right, so only a couple of more things I need to show you. I'm going to do that now. All right, let's look at this problem here. All right, let's say you have this. This here, let me get my pen here. Alrighty, there we go. That's much better. I can write that way. Let's write this. Let's say I have 3a times a to the negative third. Okay, that's a good one there. So this is what I need you to see what's happening. First of all, I need to separate my letters from my numbers. All right. So what you got to remember is that in front of this a, there is a 1. All right. Because when I work this out, I'm going to put my numbers together, 3 times 1 in one parentheses. All right. And I'm going to put my letters together, a times a to the negative third in another parentheses. All right. So in essence, I'm doing the 3 times 1 here, and then the a times a to negative third there. All right. So you can clearly see it's much easier now to go 3 times 1. We know that's 3. Now here I'm multiplying. Do you remember the rules for multiplying? What do we do with the exponents? Add them. I got a problem. I don't see an exponent here. What is it going to be? It's going to be a 1. Remember that? When you don't see it, it's a 1. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to bring down my a, and I'm going to add those exponents. All right, so that's 1 plus a negative 3. And what is 1 plus a negative 3? That is going to be a negative 2. Now, I can't leave the answer with a negative exponent unless I am required to by the directions. To write it in a standard way is to make sure that none of your answers have negative numbers in it, negative exponents in it. All right, so what I want to do is understand that this is a positive exponent here, and this is the only part that has a negative exponent. So watch what I end up doing. I'm going to leave the 3 in my numerator. Why am I leaving the 3 in the numerator? Because it has a positive exponent. My term with the negative exponent will go to the denominator with now a positive exponent. Remember, when you move it to another location, you can change the sign of the exponent. So this is the answer, 3 over a to the second power. All right, let's do one more example like that. That was a good one, wasn't it? Yeah, I know it was. All right, here we go. All right, so let's say I have 4 to the negative 4th power, and I'm going to multiply that by 4 to the 2nd power. Okay, so I can clearly see that here and here I'm going to add these exponents. So I'm just going to go 4 to the negative 4 plus 2. What is that? That is 4 to the negative 2nd power. Am I done? Nope, I am not. Why not? Because I have a negative exponent. So what I want to do is I want to flip this to 1 over 4 to the 2nd. Remember, there's a 1 underneath this. So this will go to the top, that'll go to the bottom. All right, am I done? Almost. Now my final answer here is 1 over 16. All right, let's try this. Hopefully you got that one. So let's try this. Let's say I have 2a to the negative 3rd, put it in parentheses, times 3a, just 3a. Yeah, let's leave it like that. 3a. There we go. All right, let's work that out. So the first thing I notice is that I have some numbers in the front that I want to separate here. So let's put that in its own parentheses, 2 times 3. We know what that is. And then let's put the variables in its own parentheses, a to the negative third power times a. So that helps you to isolate the coefficients from your variables. All right, so let's deal with these coefficients first. That will be 6. And then here, what I want to do is show my work a little bit and go negative 3 is my exponent plus what? 1. Why? Because there's a 1 right here. Remember, we are adding my exponents. These exponents, got to add those. When multiplying, add the exponents. So, let's continue. This is going to be 6 a to the negative 3 plus 1 is a negative 2. Again, this part is the part that's negative, has a negative exponent. So that's the part that's going to move to the denominator. That will move to the denominator. All right, so let's write our final answer. It's going to be 6, the 6 stays in the numerator, over a to the second power. That is what moves to the denominator. All right, very good.